your curls. So basically, hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to achieve perfect defined curls, no frizz, and a lot of volume with just a bunch of products and a whole routine to help you with them. Okay, so this is my entire wash day routine, and I'm going to be showing you guys without actually showing you guys, but just telling you. So let's get on with it. The first step of your little wash day routine is actually getting in the shower and wetting down your hair completely. Then you are going to take a shampoo. I use the Shea Moisture Curl and Shine shampoo, and I like to do this because yeah, it does curl and shine your hair, but Shea Moisture actually has neem protein in it and it gives your hair so much moisture. Oh my gosh. But what I like to do is I just like to make sure that like every single part of my hair is wet. Also behind my hair as well, like on the hairs on my neck, my scalp, like here, my ends. Make sure everything is wet, and then I take a squirt at a time, and then I put that all over my hair, just lather it in it. I take another squirt, and then I scrub that from the neck to my head. In this area I scrub, and then the next one I scrub kind of up. So I take one squirt, scrub here, another squirt, scrub here. And I make sure to get that everywhere, and then I rinse that off, and then I repeat the whole process again, but there's a few little like twitches. The next squirt I take, I go towards the bottom, then I take another squirt, go towards the top, and then I grab another one and I lather it all over, and also make sure to get some on my neck, and then I use that squirt. I also put it on my bangs as well, and I scrunch. But that is it for shampoo on the scalp. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, so the next step is shampoo on the ends. What I like to do is make sure all the shampoo is off my hair, and then I section my hair. I just take the two front pieces and put it behind my head and clip it. And I use a claw clip from Target. I'll get it down later. But yeah, I just take the shampoo. I make sure my curls are wet. So how I section it is I take the two front pieces of my hair. I take the two front pieces of my hair, because my hair is all out. I take the two front pieces, I put that behind, and then I roll it into a ball and clip it, and then I have the back two pieces. I wet it down with cold water, and then I apply the Shea Moisture shampoo, rake that through, do the praying hands method, scrunch, then I brush it with my Cantu brush. Use this, I brush it, starting from the end to the top, scrunch, and then I rinse it out with cold water, and then I repeat that on all the sections, including my bangs. I put those in with the top sections, and yeah, shampoo is over. Moving on to the next step, which is conditioner. Okay, so this is the Shea Moisture conditioner. I use this because it's the same brand as this, just in a different style. Guys, this thing will give you so much moisture. Oh my gosh, like I know it's in the name, I know it is, but it's not lying. Your hair will be literally, it will not be dry for like a week. So definitely recommend using this. But I literally do the exact same thing as the shampoo, except I do not brush it, and I start off with warm to hot water on my hair first. Actually, I would recommend using cold water all the time, but I don't feel like doing that. I go on with warm water, then I apply the conditioner, then I scrunch, but we skip the brushing and we skip the rinsing off. Then after we finish all the sections, we're gonna put that up into a shower cap. I think this is from Amazon. And then after that, we will do our normal body routine. And then the next step after that is after about 8 minutes, we're gonna take our hair up, put it back in the sections, we're gonna brush it, and then scrunch, and then we're gonna rinse it with cold water, and then we are done with our shower. We're gonna put it back into a shower cap, get outside the shower, do our body routine, and then we're gonna actually do our hair routine, our real curly hair routine besides the wash day part. So let me introduce you guys to that. Alright guys, so now we are out of the shower and we're going to start a curly hair routine. By the way, I actually cannot find my claw clip, but it is from Target and it's purple. So the first step we do is I use a spray bottle from ZEP. We are going to spray our scalp, about 3 sprays each half, I guess. And then we're going to take our brush and we're just going to detangle it. Then we're going to section our hair. The reason we section our hair is we want to get more product through tiny sections so that we can get less frizz. But after we section our hair the same way we did in the shower, we are going to start off with spraying our hair first. We're going to spray our hair about 6 sprays, rake that through the praying hands method, and then scrunch. And then we are going to add a leave-in conditioner. This leave-in conditioner is from Way. Leave-in conditioners are really important because they detangle your hair for you, and this also has heat protectant in it. So you're going to spray that through, And then afterwards, you are just going to detangle, starting from the bottom to the top, and then scrunch, and then repeat on that side too. Everything you do on this side, you repeat on this side. But then you're going to add a curl cream. I recommend using the Aussie Frizz Taming Cream. And you're going to rake that through to the praying hands with it, and then scrunch. And then after that, you are going to scrunch in a gel. This is the gel from Not Your Mother's. I recommend using this because it has lasting definition. Like, seriously, it does. Scrunch that in, and then you're gonna get such defined curls. Alrighty guys, so the next step is to brush style our hair, and all you need is a good defining brush. So I like to use the Cantu, and this is a good brush for detangling and defining. So while our hair is in our sections, we can just take one piece at a time. So for example, my hair would be sectioned right now. Consider this hypothetical. Okay, this is really hard to do, but pretend that this hair is already done. We're working on these sections now. You would just take a piece. I like to split each side into 10 mini pieces, and I just like to take a tiny piece, depending on, well, you're kind of just dividing this into 10 pieces, so try to make it as equal as you can. So take a piece, and then I would take your brush, and what I like to do is I just like to brush it upwards for more volume like that. And I just made my hair frizzy because it's dry right now. Obviously your hair has to be wet. Then you would shake it, and then you would scrunch, and then you would put it behind and then work on your other pieces. Now, brush styling is really good for giving your hair more volume if you can do it upwards. And it also makes your hair so much more defined, because this is my hair with brush styling. As you can see, there's so many ringlets, and the curl pattern has really increased and gone curlier, so I really recommend doing this. Next step is finger coiling. So you can choose of how many pieces that you finger coil in each section. But I do a different one each time. For example, maybe one wash day, I'll do one piece per section, and then the next one, I'll increase it. Like, I'll do 2, and then the next one, I'll do like 5. Like, I just increase it each time. Like, you can do how many you want. You don't have to do all of them, but I would definitely do all of them at least like sometime during like the month. At least once a month I would finger coil all pieces of your hair. That's optional. Sometimes I only do one piece, and that is okay. Okay, that really is okay. But yeah, what I like to do is I just like to finger coil in my hair. Pretty simple actually. You can just roll it around your finger and then just start rolling upwards. And okay, I can't go all the way to the top because it's not wet, but then you just unravel it, and then you can kind of shake it and then scrunch. This makes your hair so much more curly. I promise. It's definitely a good use of your time. Okay guys, so then the next step is actually using a mousse, and using a mousse is good for more volume and more definition. So I like to use the Not Your Mother's mousse, and this has a 2 out of 5 soft touchable hold. I think this is a pretty good mousse, and it's really affordable too. So again, just put this in your sections, just scrunch this in. I can show y'all. Once again, my hair is not wet, so it's not gonna work good, but just to show you guys, that's how it looks. Like, it leaves a white cast until you keep on scrunching it in. Honestly, this video would work better if my hair was wet, but I literally just did my curly hair routine this morning, so I couldn't show y'all because I was not filming a long video in the morning. I was doing YouTube shorts, so make sure to go check that out. But yeah, you should definitely use this Not Your Mother's mousse. Alright guys, and after you finish using all the products, you can move on to your next sections, and also you can do your bangs if you want to. But after I do those, I just use some mousse, and I put it on my scalp and behind here, and I just kind of rub it to make sure that I can get some volume up here. And I also like to just move my hair back like that so I can kind of lose the middle part a little bit. But then after that, I just like to air dry my hair with a claw clip on my head for more volume. And then the last thing I do after my hair is dry, I wait for about 1.5 hours, and I use the Main Peptide Hair Oil. This is really good, especially if you have damaged hair. I don't have damaged hair, but I know that I probably have split or dead ends, so I use this. And I just scrunch this into my hair. First, it smells like lemons. It smells like the Aussie hair oil or Strictly Curls lotion and mousse. It smells amazing, so I recommend using this. And also, like, this thing is so satisfying to use. But yeah, I just scrunch out the cast in sections, and not in sections, but on sides and my bangs, and just put it kind of everywhere. And then I just take apart any ringlets like this. This is to just make sure there's more of my hair. You don't have to do all of them, I just like to do a few. And that was pretty much it. This is the final look for my curly hair routine today. I think it looks so good. It's so voluminous and curly. And yeah, there's a little bit frizz, but I've gone through a lot today. And also, like, look at these ringlets and how defined they are. I definitely love them. So yeah, speaking of that, that was pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all so much. So speaking of that, that was pretty much it. Bye guys, love you.